All right, guys, we got Coach Mac. We'll start with a statement, and then we'll go to questions.
Hello, everybody. Hope things are good. And we're obviously on a different schedule. Today's a Thursday. What do we normally meet on Wednesdays? I guess is that our normal day? But getting ready obviously for a game that means a ton to us and means a ton to the other guys, and great rivalry. They beat the heck out of us the 2 years I've been here and hadn't even been close. So we got our work cut out for us, and looking forward to kick off some action on a Wednesday night. But want to kind of start was pretty cool yesterday on a nationally broadcast game to see two Chips out there playing, and obviously Tyler Conklin playing for the Vikes, and then of course Cooper Rush getting his first start and getting a win for the Cowboys. Man, that's pretty awesome for Central Michigan, and hats off, man. That's awesome. So trying to talk injury-wise right now for the game. Kind of some updates. Darius Bracy should be back and ready to roll. He's been practicing, and that's a good thing. Increase our Wildcat package, which we're excited about, and obviously help us as well on some special teams things. So it's good to have Brace back. Credit to him, man. He's put a lot of work in and really tells you who he is and what he's all about. So happy for that. Would have to say Troy Brown probably doubtful to questionable. The same with Laquan. Those are the ones that kind of stand out. And I don't know if there's any that you guys have questions on, but those would be the main ones moving forward. It's this team's awful scary that we're playing. I think they're, as talented as there is. Take a look at what they do defensively. Unbelievable. And, when you pull up the third and long reel and sit there and start to work on it, it's amazing how, how many negative plays they get people in and cause you into, real tough third down situations. So playing really good. Offensively, we haven't stopped them in 2 years. I think they could probably put 200 points on us if they wanted to the last couple of years. The quarterback knows exactly what to do and how to handle the RPO game, and they're big and physical up front. But you know what? You toss all that out, and it's a rivalry, and excited to get out there and play. So, questions?
All right, Jason.
Hey, Coach Mac. Obviously, you mentioned the last 2 years, but for you,
I gotta stop you, Jason. The last time I saw you, I think you were standing in the rain at Spartan Stadium. Did you?
That is true. That is true. You were at the game, huh?
I wasn't at the game. I actually saw you on TV.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. My wife didn't tell me she saw me on TV, so I'm impressed that you spotted me.
And you did great.
I appreciate that. Well, obviously, big rivalry games too this week. But
Yeah.
for you, coming up on the bad side of it the last 2 years,
The really bad side. I mean, this team has embarrassed us and me personally the last 2 years.
How much do you put an emphasis on that, with this rivalry and everything like that, how much it means to the state and everything like that, to how they handled you guys the last 2 years, to really come out and make a statement this year, or at least play them closer than you have in the past 2 years?
Well, we've got to do something different because, they've embarrassed us. And And that's not good for this university, since being allowed to move up and play at the Division I level. This university, prior to the past really 10 years, had a pretty good stronghold on this rivalry. And, I feel like since I've been here, I've just simply let, those people down. I mean, what Herb did to him in his years here and a lot of the players, this is something, I think most players that have played here, it's a game they remember. And, we've got to play a lot better.
And then a quick follow-up too.
Yeah.
Obviously, you haven't come out on the winning side yet, but when being involved in this game now for 3 years, what does this rivalry mean to you, and when you see it, what it means to your players?
Well, it means a ton. And yet, I don't know if you talk to them, even if it is a rivalry as bad as they've beaten us. So I think they probably just look at it and say, this is another team we should beat the heck out of.
All right, Dave.
Dave?
You're on mute.
Yeah, can you talk about Lou Nichols and what he's meant to your program?
Yeah, sure, Dave. Wow. I mean, he's having a fantastic year. We've got to be able to run the ball to be effective. And offensively, we're effective when Lou gets going. And, he not only has done a great job running the ball, but he's caught the ball out of the backfield and has become an every down back because he's become a good pass protector as well. And, we thought we had something special when we got him. He's built himself through his off-season training into a real weapon and one heck of a player.
All right, Mitch.
You're mute. Either that or I can't hear you through your mask.
Is that better?
There you go. All right.
My headphones are having a Monday, let me tell you.
Well, it's not a Monday though; it's a Thursday. The game's on
Soviet.
All right.
So another young guy on the offense has had a really good year. Started the year with another good seeing, but Daniel Richardson, past couple weeks just phenomenal. Has, knock on wood, no turnovers the past couple weeks. But what has he meant to this team just stepping in the way he's had to?
No, it's D-Rich is, and there's some plays he'll want back every week, and that's a good thing. That's how you develop. There were a couple opportunities a week ago. We had a chance probably to ice the game, and couldn't come up with it. And yet, the one thing he's learning, I think, is he's learning the risk and reward. He's given us some, real good explosives. He's made some good checks that have gotten us into some things that we've been able to get the ball in some guys' hands. And, from a consistency standpoint, again, we've got to, eliminate any 3 and outs, especially against a team like this. But I've been happy with his growth and where he's headed. And he's doing a really good job for this team.
All right, Christian.
Yeah, hey coach, I have a couple. First of all, on the injury front, do you have an update on Mcnairy?
Yeah, he's out. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you knew that. Yeah.
And then, we just haven't talked about him in a couple weeks. I didn't know how he was coming along. And then Finn Hogan is another one who has been out since.
Yeah, Finn actually, this is a good thing. He put a uniform on and came out and caught routes, so he won't play or travel or anything. But
Okay.
But he's getting back healthy, and that's good to see. Hopefully, maybe at the end of the year, we can get a couple snaps out of him.
Right, and that red shirt probably helps with a guy like him too to be able to. Yeah, and then my second one is just, with this whole bye week thing and then having to come back and play on a Wednesday, it's kind of weird to where you don't get the traditional, 14 days between games.
Yeah.
So can you just talk about how you kind of take advantage of that and let the guys catch their breath and have that bye week, but also, you've only got 10 days to get ready for the next game.
No, that's right. We took this week we kind of started on a normal Monday through Saturday calendar. Really got started on Friday. We gave them a couple days off, which was good. Let them clear their minds and get their bodies back. Then we did just a few things and not a bunch, kind of with our strength and conditioning staff, just to kind of keep them going a little bit on a couple of the days, and then got back to a normal work week where, like I said, we had family team dinner on Thursday, which trying to get them on a Sunday calendar there, and then kind of moved forward as we did. It was a little strange on Saturday. Everybody else was playing, and we were on a Tuesday practice. But I think our guys needed that break. I'm a big fan of the traditional, full 14 days because it allows you a little more recruiting as well as a coaching staff. But we were able to get out a couple days and solidify some things. So that was a good thing.
All right, Andy.
Mac, you might have been asked this question over the past couple of years. In fact, I'm sure you have, but I'm going to ask it again. You've been through, as a coach, Iron Bowls, Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State. What do you draw from those experiences that you can use? Because to these guys at Central and in Kalamazoo, this game means every bit as much to these two universities as does anything in East Lansing and Ann Arbor and Tuscaloosa and wherever.
Mm-hmm.
What do you learn, Jim, about that, about rivalry games that you can use this week? Because sometimes we've seen it happen. Kids get a little too high about it, a little too jacked. And
I think that happened. I think that happened to us our first year down there. I really felt, in some ways we might have played that game on a Tuesday or Wednesday practice. The guys were so juiced up, but we've been able to have some former players that have been involved in this rivalry and continue to stay in tune with the Chippewas. Send some messages to the guys throughout the week, and I think a couple of the things that really hit home. Obviously, the importance of it to everybody involved in the game, but really the general part of you got to go out and play loose, and you can't play tight in these games, and yet realize everybody that's ever worn the maroon and gold or put on the circle W or whatever it is for the other team, this is one they all point at and they watch. So I think for our guys, understanding they have a chance to do something that they'll remember for the rest of their lives, and I think that's pretty cool.
All right, one more from Mac. What else we got? Jason.
Go ahead, Jason.
For all the freshmen and for all the guys that obviously weren't with you guys that gray shirted last year, how do you bring them up to speed and educate them on a game like this, getting them ready for the first time being in it?
Yeah, no, it's when you're doing that with 60 new guys or whatever, 60 whatever it is, we I think everybody has little kind of things that they do throughout the year, just as a reminder about the importance of the game. And part of that is got to rely on our older guys explaining to them the importance of it as it moves forward. And I think, hearing from some former players throughout the week has helped that. I think let some guys know this is a little bit different than just another game.
Do you mind sharing who some of those other older players or former players were that talked to the guys this week?
I kind of do. I mean, it's kind of like one of those locker room deals.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
That's all right.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Appreciate it, guys. Have
Thanks,
a good one.
Coach.
Thanks so much, Coach
Likewise,
Matt. Good
man.
luck this weekend or week.